Kellen, in that drive early in the fourth quarter, can you walk us through what the 3rd and 6 and the 4th and 3, those play calls and the sequencing and what you were trying to set up there?
Yeah, the 3rd down obviously felt like if we can get it close enough, we're in 2-down territory. And so we went with the run with the ability to throw it out if they were to bring pressure, have an ability to throw it outside. But gave us a nice clean box, ran the ball, got it into 4th and manageable. We decided to go for it and gave ourselves an opportunity there.
Can you talk about that play specifically, just the throw to Lamb and the depth of the route and the defensive play made there as well?
Yeah, obviously certainly trying to get past the sticks, trying to get a first down. Obviously in a perfect world on paper you do. I think the guy made a phenomenal play on defense and obviously unfortunate, something we can learn from, grow from. Obviously it was a big play in the game, wasn't the only play that decided the game, but obviously the guy made a great play.
Kellen, what message do you think it sends your players when y'all take that aggressive play call on a 4th and 3 like that?
Yeah, hopefully confidence, and it's not going to be the last time. Mike's been phenomenal with that stuff this whole process, and gave ourselves an opportunity to potentially take the lead there, and certainly you can maybe kick a field goal, but we're building some momentum there, and it was a great opportunity to potentially take advantage of that.
I know CD's a rookie, but in some situation.
Go ahead, Calvin.
Overall, what did you think about the offensive performance?
I'm sorry, I got a little mixed there. Was it about CD or just the offense?
Just the offense in general.
Yeah, like a first game, a bunch of positives. Ultimately, not enough positives. Plenty of things to improve on. You look at it, you move the ball all right. We're productive, efficient. At the end of the day, 3rd downs weren't good enough, and you score 17 points. And a bunch of little things, a lot of details that add up to that, and you put yourself in that situation.
On that 4th and 3, the CD got to run a little bit to the sticks a little bit there. Was he a little short on his route?
It's, obviously on a piece of paper you're getting a little bit further, but the challenge is, depending on where the defenders are, we're trying to get as many yards as we can, get upfield, get a first down. Obviously, I think at the end of the day, the guy made a great play. So many times that type of play, you catch it and come out the backside, and it's a big-time play. It might be a touchdown, but the guy, played great, jumped it, and caught him right before the sticks.
A coaching point, though, at all for CD in that route?
Yeah, I think there's probably a coaching point for a whole bunch of guys there just to clean up. Opportunity to maybe get a little bit more depth out of that route, but he's made a lot of those plays throughout camp, and that's a play we ran quite a few times, and he's had a ton of success with it.
Kellen, how did you feel about your offensive line last night and how they defended against Aaron Donald in particular?
Yeah, they did a good job. They battled. Obviously, he's a phenomenal player, and there's always going to be challenges up there. Proud of those guys. They battled. Different defense than what they were in the past, and dealing with some of those circumstances. And plenty of stuff to learn from, to grow from. But we'll just keep moving along.
What does the year do offensively, and how do you adapt going forward without him?
Sorry, can you say that again?
Losing Jarwin for the season with that injury, and what impact does that have on some of the things you wanted to do offensively going into this season?
Yeah, certainly we're really excited about Blake and everything that he's been doing throughout training camp, and obviously unfortunate. It's a very unfortunate part of this game, and next guys get their opportunities. Dalton, Blake Bell, Sean, and so those guys got to step up, which they're more than capable of. And if we have to adjust a little bit, we'll adjust. But they got plenty of ball in experience. Those guys have played plenty of football, and so we'll get them going, and we'll be ready to roll.
What was the problem on 3rd down? I'm sorry, I don't know if you answered this question. What was the problem on 3rd down? Why was the efficiency so bad, and what do you need to clean up?
Yeah, I think there's a combination. You're always going to look at yourself, say, hey, maybe I could have gone to this, maybe I could have gone to that. We can execute better. We can get some first downs a little bit better. There's a lot of things that go through those processes, and everyone kind of takes a piece of it, and we learn from it, and it's been a key part of ours, and we just got to grab it back next week.
Do you think your pass run on first down, you decidedly run, do you think you should have thrown maybe more on first down? Because Dak was pretty good when you did throw on first down.
Yeah, obviously, you got to manage the flow of the game. They had the ball a lot early in that game, and so you got to manage that. Obviously, you want to get into some first downs. Once you get first downs, the drive starts building, and you can kind of start getting into those things. Obviously, you got to be aware of what that front creates. And we ran the ball. We had some efficient runs. We just kind of got stuck at times, and obviously, anytime we can get into some play action stuff, we'd love to get down that road.
Kellen, what went into the decision to have Antoine Woods on the field for Zeke's second touchdown? What do you think he added on that play?
Yeah, just goes in as the fullback. He loves it. He's been requesting it for years now around here, and so the opportunity presented itself. Obviously, we don't have a fullback currently on the 53, and he did a great job. He's been doing a little bit in camp the last about week, and so he's done a great job with it. And we'll keep adjusting those personnel packages, and whether we change them here and there, put different people in there. But obviously, he did a good job in that opportunity.
Hey, Kellen, how much did having a rookie right tackle making his first start, how does that influence how comfortable you are with play action and slower developing plays?
Yeah, obviously something you're aware of. I think he did a phenomenal job over there. First game out there playing really good front for the Rams, and so he did a good job. Obviously, you're conscious of it. See how that thing plays out, and hopefully put ourselves in the best situation to be successful.
Kellen, how smart of a player is Zeke?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I can say enough good things about his just football intelligence. He did some great stuff in the protection game that probably people don't maybe sometimes realize. Just helping those guys up front, that's a talented front, and his ability to get in there and help those guys in there, and then obviously as it expands with the run game and the passing game, we got him a few throws in the passing game, and certainly something that we feel very comfortable with him.
Can you give us an example of one of those things we might not have noticed, Kellen?
I think just the protection element. I mean, you can see in a number of our successful pass plays, he's helping in some protection things that may have gotten a little bit gray, a little bit challenging up front, and he was able to help clean it up for those guys, and he's done some great stuff with regards to that. He's a really smart player. He understands protections. He understands, where the help could come from and how he can help others.
Kellen, when you go back and watch the film of Zeke's first touchdown, and he's kind of on that right sideline, 4 defenders in front of him, what stands out most to you? And I mean, does it surprise you that he was able to make that play, or at this point you've seen him make plays like that so many times? Yeah,
I mean, never gets old. It's impressive. There's 4 guys right there, and he just has a subtle smoothness to him to slow down, make those guys miss, and dive into that end zone. He's done a great job with that stuff. He's a really good guy with the ball out in space, and he's just got really good spatial awareness.
Kellen, how quick does it come around with the Falcons? Are you already on them? And what's the process different now with Mike maybe than what it was with Jason Garrett your first couple years in the coaching staff, and how quickly you turn things around?
Yeah, obviously, really, this is the transition right about now. And so, obviously, in the morning, we're reviewing the game, cleaning it up, going through all that process, meeting with the players. And as soon as the players are out, we're kind of transitioning with them right into Atlanta, on the back end of those meetings, and kind of giving ourselves an introduction to Atlanta. And now the rest of tonight is, rolling on Atlanta, getting ready for them and the challenges they present.
What goes into the decision on how much pre-snap motion to incorporate into the offense, and is that something that varies week by week based on opponent, and what are the variables there involved? Yeah, certainly it's based off the opponent. Does it give us an advantage? Is it potentially going to hinder us with variabilities and different things that defense can do? Obviously, we're looking for advantages in any way, and so if it's shift in motion, if it's no huddle, if it's certain personnel groups, hopefully we're going through that process each and every week, and each week may look a little bit different. Hopefully it does, and we find different ways to attack people. There wasn't a lot of it last night. There wasn't a lot of that pre-snap motion last night. What about the Rams just made it not advantageous to do?
Yeah, obviously, I think just understanding where certain guys are on their defense and putting ourselves hopefully in the best situation. A lot of unknown week one, and so that's always a little bit of a challenge. And hopefully, we went through that process, and maybe as this thing goes, we'll see what presents itself each and every week as far as how we want to approach it.
And Joy, why don't you go ahead and take the last one?
Okay. Kellen, y'all play in front of at least some fans this coming week, but having played your first game without fans in the stadium with masks, how did those two factors affect your play calling, if at all? Or even the mechanics of the play calling, not necessarily what plays you called?
Obviously, the atmosphere is unique. Probably nothing you can ever prepare for, even in practices. It's obviously a very unique atmosphere. I'm sure everyone's experienced that after being a part of that game. But hopefully, we go through that process. We learn from it. Obviously, once you kind of get into the groove of it, the mask obviously is unique, calling a game with it. But hopefully, you get comfortable with it because it is what it is. So it's part of obviously the situation, and we'll handle it.
Thank you.